Welcome back from that break, and it's good to know you have rejoined us again on the program Good Morning Abuja, showing only on the Unity Station NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Now, on this very discussion segment, I have a very interesting topic before us this morning. We are going to look at unlocking your potentials in business. How can you identify what you have inside of you and put it into use? And we have a business coach with us this morning to do justice to that. Help me welcome Oluseyi Taiwo Adepoju to the program this morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Great to be here.
Okay. Interesting topic we have this morning, unlocking what is inside of you.
I'm excited.
Yes, okay. Now, let's start this way. What is a business venture?
You know, a business venture, those words are merged into. So there's the venture bit, adventure, and then the business has to solving. Okay, so there's that. So when we operationalize those two words, it's that there's some inner desire to fulfill or to meet a need. And once you start to identify that and you start to create a mechanism around that to make profit eventually, you've started a business. Now, it could be to solve problems. It could be to expand knowledge. It could even be to create problems, you know, depending on how. And so that's why we also
problem to solve
problems. You know, so yes, and I say that humbly because look at some people who create viruses, and then some people will find the cure for those viruses, and some people also So it's so there are a plethora of ways that businesses come up, and you venture into that world. You know, in the space of the virus, or even on the system. Some people create viruses, and then some people now have to, you know, provide those solutions. And even in real life, with medicine and all of that. So you have the legitimate business, illegitimate business. So we're focused here on the legitimate, positive businesses, and that is born out of a need to solve a problem. All
right, good, sir. And now, what are the possible ways that a business-minded person can unlock their potentials?
There are a plethora of ways. You must have a knack for identifying opportunity. And particularly in Africa and in Nigeria, opportunities are not far-fetched. In fact, I equate opportunities to challenges. Because as many challenges you have, that also reflects the opportunities, the plethora of opportunities. So, for instance, the medical system is not fully functional. That's an opportunity. Currently in Nigeria, we have the issue around the fuel subsidy removal. That has led to a spike, but there portends also an opportunity. You know, and so the guys that are not thinking will easily feel, oh, they want to stop our business. Whereas the opportunity around gas, not only does it reduce the cost of, you know, having to power your jet, power your car, and all of that, what it also does is that the cost of delivery to you is cheaper. Now, if you go around and snooze around, you know, almost like what I did this morning was I was taking my morning walk, was that I said, hey, I asked one of the attendants, please, do you know anything about the gas conversion?
What is
that again? A few hundreds of meters away, I asked them and I said, and they said they would.
They would.
So, first of all, obviously, you know that person is not a business person. The businessman says, hey, he will not wait until they would. He sees the opportunity. He knows that there's a reduction in the number of people that are coming to buy fuel. He starts to say, what must I do? How do I solve this problem? Nobody needs to tell him to contact somebody in either Lagos or Onitsha or anywhere to say, can I get gas conversion kits? How do I start to install gas conversion? That's already business. So, as many opportunities that you think you are seeking for is laced in the challenges that you are passing every day. And that's it. That's how to begin to
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Now let's bring it down to area of mentorship. How effective is mentorship to business?
Very key. And I constantly always like to distinguish between coaching and mentorship. Coaching is towards a targeted goal. So there must be a timeline, a beginning and an end. You want to achieve something, yes, you get a coach. Okay? Now, but for mentorship. It could be lifelong.
Okay.
It could be career-driven. It could be professional. It could be business-wise. What you are distilling from the mentor, and the role of a mentor is key. It saves you time, energy, and so many other things. In fact, the reason why businesses are failed is because there are not enough mentors or role models.
Okay.
And so how do you, and what role does the mentor play? There are several, so that I call them the E's. There are different E's. Beyond emotional support, there's education, there's exposure, there's experience and all that. But let's even start to talk about the education of whatever you're doing. If you're in, say, in the baking business, you need a mentor. He has navigated, or she has navigated, a couple of challenges. That person saves you time and cost, and also several other things. So once you have that person in your life, directly or indirectly, either through a direct interface or an indirect interface being a book or their own material, you can learn a ton of things that will save you a whole lot of money.
A whole lot.
So mentorship is critical across the chain, along the lines of whatever business you want to do.
Okay.
And like I said, it's slightly different from coaching.
Okay, for instance, now I have a business idea.
Yes.
Who do I go to, a mentor or a coach, now that you've told us the difference between a coach and a mentor?
So I usually put it this way.
Okay.
If you want to start a business, in that business, at least you have a capacity for something. So maybe you are good with, let's use cooking.
Okay.
You are good with cooking, but there's someone that is good with packaging or marketing.
Yeah.
That's what you need coaching for.
Okay.
The coach helps you to bridge that gap, to upskill, almost like it will coach you to be able to deliver on that responsibility. Whereas the mentor can give you a global view. He can even tell you, oh, this is the person to talk to if you need this area of upgrade or upskilling. And then it moves on in that direction.
Okay. Oh, I know in any business, there's what they call a business plan. Now, take us through the ideal business plan. So,
I always tell people that what was the marginal or what's the success level of those that have actually articulated business plans? Because staggering reality is that most businesses that have truly also succeeded probably did not have to write a plan. But they had a plan in mind. But that does not negate or jettison the need to always constantly set out what you want to achieve.
Okay.
So I usually recommend our own framework. It's called the claims methodology. Clarity, learning, alignment, all right? What must you stop, interrupt, then monitor and measure, and then create a synergy and a strategy. But ideally, you need what you call a business model canvas. Okay. And there are 9 pivotal activities that this creates. So the first of the activities is that there must be partners. Who will be your trading partners? With that, you also want to know the activities you're going to be involved with. As a business, are you going to be selling? Are you going to be... Okay, so let me even broadly talk about this. So in every business, 3 things are pivotal. Okay. 3. First, you must determine whether it's a product, is a service, or a platform.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people don't know this. What are you selling? Is it a product? Sir, I want to start business. What do you want to sell? Is it a product? Is it a service? Or is it a platform? Almost like the shared services. Or, there are so many things. So once you understand that, that will also help you dimension the unique selling proposition you want to offer. Because there must be something that distinguishes your business from others. Some can be doing the same line of business, but they are providing that as a product. Some are providing as a service, some on a platform. Some people are in the food business. Some are offering it as a service. Some are offering it as a product, and some are offering it on a platform. Let me give you an example. So today, some people are moving food. They're in the food business. There's a company now. They help move food. If you go there, they say something foods. I don't want to call their names. You hear so food, but they're not selling any food. They only help the movement of the food chain. Okay, as it case with. So that's a platform. Well,
well, this class is getting very interesting. But let's go on this quick break. We'll come back and continue.
All right, great.
Yes, let's go on this quick break. When we come back, we will continue with our discussion this morning. Don't go anywhere.